My name is Comr Kelly Efemena Umukoro. I'm a human rights and political activist, and by the special grace of God, I'm the ethnic president of all Honorable Youth Worldwide UPU Youth Wing.
We saw the clips of the protests that you organized along the East-West Road. So many persons have been asking questions on social media. Why did you decide to organize this protest?
Yeah, I organized this protest personally because of the future of my unborn children. 120 billion naira loan by Governor Okowa is not for the infrastructural development of Delta State, but it is to sponsor his political ambition as vice president. If he took this loan, if at the early stage of his government this loan was applied for, somebody like me, I might agree to it because I'm not against borrowing. Borrowing is to do some capital infrastructure project in your state, but not when it is 4 months to go. So this 120 billion naira is for what? What loan? Are we going to use this loan for his ambition? I understand the word sponsorship. If our governor has done us well as a governor, he has brought infrastructural development to Deltans, good roads, cheap educational system and all that. And at this stage, our governor needs 120 billion naira. Just like we have students who are brilliant and then you give them scholarship to the next level. We can decide to say, okay, governor, for this 120 billion, take it as a scholarship to become vice president. But you cannot suffer us as Deltans. And then you now still go up as vice president to use our money to become vice president and still suffer us again. Because we are all Nigerians. But we are Deltans. Delta State is a mess. And then the governor wants to go up to become a vice president using our hard-earned money. I don't think His Excellency Atiku is broke, that we need Delta money to sponsor the election. Look at Zenith Bank today. Their app have not been opening since 3 days now. How can Zenith Bank open when so much loan, they've given so much loan to politicians for patronage? So it was out of the zeal to protect the unborn babies of Deltans, I took it upon myself to stage that peaceful and the most organized protest in the history of Delta State. A protest whereby we were protesting, and I brought my personal youth leaders. I brought over 30 youth leaders for security of the roads. We are protesting on one of the half-lane while we are controlling traffic with the other way. Because I know where my right as an activist end, that is where the right of the other man begins. But we are only trying to tell Governor Okowa that we are not satisfied with his sense of borrowing and no equivalent structure to show the level of his borrowing. If the governor is borrowing 120 billion, fine and cool. Let us see what the money is being used for. But in 8 years, my governor did one flyover, and he paid almost all the bloggers. Any of the blogging, internet blogging sites you go to, watching any video, you will see sponsored by Okowa. He's telling us he did one flyover for 8 years. I told somebody, I said they should have brought Governor Wike to exchange Governor Okowa as the Delta State governor, because Wike has done so much. That is why Governor Wike has the audacity to dare them, because he has worked. So the protest is not for my own interest, but it is the interest of Deltans. It is the interest of our people that we cannot sponsor Governor Okowa's election without 120 billion. And any bank that gives Governor Okowa that money should know he's doing giveaway to Deltans. Because we will ensure that that bank will not get their money back.
Okay, Comrade, you've talked about why you organized this protest, and also hinted heavily on the loan. Before a loan can be approved by Okowa, it has to go through processes. The House of Assembly, they have to be involved in it. Now, is it that the House of Assembly they are not in support of it now? Is there any glitch that you've seen within the system?
I am surprised that you are a Delta now. The House of Assembly in Delta State is a rubber stamp one, headed by my senior brother, Honorable Sheriff Boriwori, the governorship candidate of the PDP, sorry. And technically, when this 120 billion was brought, the majority leader of the House did one of the major jobs. If you look, the person who seconded the approval of this loan is Shas Oyenere, a former APC House of Assembly member that lost his primaries to represent the party again and now decide to defect to the PDP. So you should know that the House of Assembly in Delta State is a mafia gang. Hereby whatsoever one man says, the entire house should agree. So if the governor and the speaker should receive all the bombs, all the House of Assembly members should receive the same bomb. Because we have a rubber stamp assembly that cannot question the executive. We have three arms of government. The masses will only enjoy when there is a conflict between the legislative arm and the executive arm. But when the legislative and the executive are friends, the masses suffer. That is the suffering we are enduring today as Deltans. And we are not going to allow Nigerians who do not know the level of our suffering to foolishly vote for a candidate that will go up there and make them suffer. The suffering in Delta State is quite enough. If we are not Nigerians, that we can say, okay, if we are not Nigerians, since we are Deltas, if it's a different country, let Nigerians go and experience what Okowa has done to Delta. We can allow them go. But if we allow Okowa now, Nigerians should know this, that the House of Assembly in Delta State is a rubber stamp one. That the person who seconded it is aggrieved. If I am angry with my party, it will not make me punish my state. The House of Assembly are also our problem. Both the APC and the PDP in the Delta State House of Assembly are the problems of Deltans. The both of them. For posterity's sake, I want to be able to make a remark that there was one youth leader who spoke against the incessant and senseless borrowing of his governor. The Delta Central protest currently is done and dusted. I'm taking this protest to towns and villages across Delta State and across the Federation. I need everybody to be aware. All Nigerians must be aware of this, that the loan is not to develop Delta State, but to sponsor or give scholarship to personal individuals who want to continue enjoying government money for free. Thanks, and God bless you. Vote wisely, don't forget, men. Vote wisely. Vote wisely.